What's up, guys? Flippin' Steve, and tonight I'm coming at you with a sales recap video. Yeah, not the type of videos that I normally planned on doing, but last time I did one by request, and it actually turned out really well, and I've had requests to do more. People tend to like my last sales recap video. Go figure. So I guess I'll do another one. I'm also going to touch on the market as a whole, especially the basketball and soccer market, and give you my thoughts, because of course, if you haven't noticed, it has dipped a little bit. So I'm just going to give you my thoughts and things that I'm doing. And also, we have some giveaway winners to announce, as well as some more future giveaways, and prizes that I'm also going to unveil. So yeah, guys, hang out, stick around. I'll be right back and we'll discuss it. All right, guys, welcome back. And yeah, before I get into my sales recap, I just want to talk about the market in general. Baseball card market holding strong. Football card market is really hyped and really popular. Football stuff is selling really well right now. Expensive, especially your top end quarterbacks or all quarterbacks and top end position players. Believe it or not, you're running some of your running backs and your wide receivers. Football's really picking up some steam, and you know, with that being said, basketball and soccer have actually dipped some, guys. And if you haven't noticed, now I'm not going. I don't use a lot of fancy tools, and I don't have graphs and computer programs and stuff like that. Nothing wrong with that type of stuff. I just go by observation, and it's easy to see. Being a buying and a seller, flipper, investor, whatever you want to call it. Um, I just noticed things going on in the market, and right now basketball is down, soccer is down, and there's multiple things you can attribute that to. Of course, with the hype coming in to the basketball playoffs and not having any sports for such a long period of time, the hype from the basketball playoffs was just pushed way through the roof, and you knew prices were going to be really high, and which they were. Anything, it was hard to buy anything coming into the playoffs, and things are just starting to settle down a little bit. You're seeing teams being eliminated, you're seeing players being eliminated, and they're no longer playing, they're no longer in the spotlight. So their cards are going down in value, or they're just not selling as high as they were selling at the peak. Also in soccer, with the hype of the Champions League, and no leagues going on right now. Premier League is about to start up, so I look for soccer to get another slight little boost. And when I say the cards are going down, it's not like they're crashing, guys. Look at what some of these cards started at. I mean, even let's talk about Luka cards, okay? Luka Prism, just because it's popular, and it's probably the most bought and sold or traded card out there. And 2018 Prism, I mean, it was like $500 in May going into the playoffs. When the playoffs came, it shot up to 1,000, 1,200. He hits a game-winning three-pointer, it becomes a $2,000 card. And that's just a reactionary market, the market being reactive, people buying cards based on a play that happened. And of course, it's going to lose steam. It's going to come back down. It's going to come back to reality. The card's still $1,000 to $1,200 card, at least last time I checked. But it's not all the way back down to that $500 starting point that it was before the playoffs, or even what it was at a year ago, back, a year and a half ago at $60. So, yeah, the cards have come down, but it's not a crash. It's just the way that things are because of popularity and because of hype. And that's why football is really going up right now, because everybody's so looking forward to the season and they're buying into the football cards. Money's just being put into other markets. So right now, soccer and basketball is a little bit down. So don't go out and panic and put start selling off your Luka cards, selling off your Damian Lillard cards and things like that, just because you see them going down. Because all that does is that floods the market. And that's another big thing that causes prices to go down. It's not even necessarily what's going on with a player or their team or their production or anything, or even their popularity. Just the fact that if everyone decides to sell at the same time, it actually creates a buyer's market, because everybody is panicking, everybody's undercutting everybody. Okay, you got to buy it now here of 1,000, so the next one is 950, and then it's 900, and you just have competition between sellers actually driving the own value of their own cards down. So I made some sales a week or so before the playoffs started, and a week, into the playoffs, because I just had a hunch that something like this was going to happen. Everybody was going to look to sell at the same time. So I really, I put my cards up to sell like a week to a month before that, just because I didn't want to have the seller competition. I knew cards would go up in value based on player performance, but I also knew that, I just felt like they would be pushed down by seller competition. At the time that I was listing cards, there just wasn't many listings on eBay, so I was getting top dollar for my stuff, just on a hunch. And now I look at this as actually a buying window. Some of the cards I was selling, a couple weeks ago, um, that have been driven down due to the market being flooded slightly. I could actually rebuy some of those cards cheaper than I sold them for. I could get those cards back and still have the profit that I banked when I did sell them. So I do look at this as an opportunity to buy on sports like basketball and soccer, because the market will heat back up. There will be a next season. There will be new MVPs and new champions and new playoffs and all that stuff. Same with soccer. Premier League will be starting up soon. You have transfers going on and things like that. It's just going to make players popular. Like in basketball, you may have trades, free agency, just all kinds of stuff that happens that builds hype around the season and around the players, and will cause their cards, to start gaining steam again. Right now, my strategy is to sell off my NFL and my baseball, because they're right now at their peak. And again, some of these quarterbacks that are so pricey right now, to me, is just a good time to sell, because not all of these quarterbacks are going to make the playoffs or win the Super Bowl. Not all of them are going to have all pro seasons. That's just the way that it is. And everyone is buying all of these players as if they're the next Super Bowl champion, and there can be only one. So, I'm selling some of these football and baseball cards now at their peak, because I can now take some of those assets and get back in on some basketball and soccer stuff while it's cheaper and while it's down. And you'll ride that wave of trends where you're selling your basketball and your soccer, and you're buying baseball and football, and then you're selling your baseball and your football, and you're buying basketball and soccer, and it's just a continuous cycle. And you got to find those windows of opportunity to buy, as well as the best time to sell, to maximize some of your profits. So with all that stuff being said, guys, I'm going to recap some sales that I've had. I'm going to pick up from where I left off on my last sales day video. And it's not a whole lot of sales, because, like I said, the market's a little bit down. So there's a lot of stuff I just don't want to sell right now. And there's some stuff that I think the market is up on that I did decide that, hey, I'm going to pull the trigger. This is, I'm comfortable with my profit margin. And like I've always said, if you listen to me in the past, profit margin is number one. If you're comfortable with your profit margin, sell, and don't look back with regret. Don't say, oh, if I would have only held for another month, I could have got more money. Or, you just don't do that, because then you get in the habit of not selling anything. You just get scared to sell, and you get stuck with a lot of stuff. And one thing personally I don't like to do is just, get in the habit of not selling and just having my boxes and my inventory back up, and back up. I like to have a constant incoming of cards and outgoing of cards, as well as a incoming cash flow and an outgoing cash flow, just to keep things fresh, keep things fun, and keep some profits rolling, and be able to bounce my assets between different sports and between different players, just based on, my gut feeling on what I think is going to happen. And by no means am I a financial advisor or an investing specialist or anything like that, guys. I have no education or background in any of that stuff. I'm just a guy that's in the hobby. I work at a casino, and I know numbers. I have hunches, and that's just what I go by. So this is just things that I do. I don't actually say, hey, take my advice and do this. I've just been in this for a little while, and I've learned from my mistakes, and I've benefited from my successes. So, trial and error and things like that. So all that out of the way, guys, let's go out, get into some giveaways, and let's recap some sales and see how I did over the past month. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Flippin' Steve. And if you've been rolling with the channel and watching my videos and keeping up with the content, then you know why these three cards are sitting out in front. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. And we'll get into why these cards are out in the front. Guys, we crossed 1,000 subscribers. I can't remember the exact day, a couple days ago. I don't know if it was last week. Anyway, we're already approaching 1,100. So momentum, the channel is growing. It's awesome. You guys have made it happen. And so, you know, my way of giving back to people who can't necessarily, you know, get their hands on any good cards or any product, or whether it just be because everything's been driven up so high in price, or just because, you know, we're in the middle of a pandemic and some people, you know, just may not have the means to get themselves some nice cards, but yet you still take your time to tune into my content. So much appreciated. Let's talk about the 3 cards in front of you. In this video, I will be announcing the winner of the Optic Shock or Flash, whatever it's called, rated rookie of De'Aaron Fox, as well as the Robert Lewandowski 2016 Euro Prism. Both of these cards were hot at one time. However, the market has simmered down a little bit. But still 2 great cards to have, especially coming into the next soccer season, the next basketball season. Both of these cards will go to one winner. You get them both. No choice. You get them both. So yeah, hang out for that. And I'll be announcing what I'm going to be giving away in the next video, and asking a question in this video that can qualify you for that giveaway. And if you're wondering why there's a Luka in the middle, guys, that is the grand prize that I'll be giving away on my last video around my birthday, which is September 12th. Whether that video comes out the exact day of my birthday or the day after, we'll see. You know, I never plan when I'm going to do a video or upload. I just do it when I have the time, guys. And that Luka will be one of the options. I'm going to try to get a couple more cards to throw in with it, because I know not everybody may collect basketball. So I'm going to try to find a nice baseball and a nice football card to throw in there and give you guys a choice, so that when you win, you can pick, you know, the card from the sport that you like the best, or whatever card you like the best, or whatever's the most valuable, whatever it may be. But just my way of saying thanks, guys. And make sure you stay tuned throughout this whole video so you can see what the next prize is going to be. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into some sales. Now, a lot of these cards could have been bought as far back as January, you know, January, February, March, earlier in the year. Some may have just been bought, you know, weeks before the NBA playoffs started, because there was stuff that I was buying leading up to the playoffs that I wanted to be quick flips. And yeah, and I'm not selling like crazy. I think I got 13 items here. This might be a month's worth of sales. Yeah, just stuff that I thought I was selling because I thought they had reached a good selling point. Now, guys, these cards are shipped. I don't take time when people pay for their cards. I ship them right out. I actually have 4 envelopes still that I got to go out tomorrow because today is Sunday. So yeah, there's a loud vehicle outside. Can anybody else hear that? But anyway, we'll just keep on going right on through it. But yeah, I don't mess around with shipping, so I do have 4 envelopes with some items that have been packaged up. One item I just sold this morning that I'm not even including in my sales recap, and it was a pretty pricey card. I actually sold a card for $1,200 this morning, but it's not included in this one. I'll actually save it for my next sales recap video because I had already done the notes for this video, so there you go. So the stuff is out. I'm just going to flash up pictures, tell you when I bought it, what I bought it for, how much I sold it for, and there you have it, the profits after fees and things like that. First up was a 2017 Kyle Kuzma Prism rookie lot that I bought. It was just 3 raw Prisms. I bought on May 10th, you know, as a card that I thought I could sell, that I could do well on going into the playoffs. I bought the entire lot for only $14. That was less than $5 a card. I resold them raw as an instant flip for $75. So a little bit of profit there. Not huge money, but good turnover. The next card is a 2017 Jason Tatum Optic. This was a fast break purple PSA 10 that I bought on March 2nd for $270. It actually sat in my PC for a long time because I am a Celtics fan, and I don't even want to talk about that because last night they got beat. They played like they didn't even want to win. Now the series is 2-2. I almost had to shut the TV off early just because they looked like they were playing lazy basketball. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. But yeah, Jason Tatum optic, fast break purple. It tried to creep into my PC. However, when I originally bought it as an investment to flip, I gotta stick with that because that's I can't get attached to everything. Bought it for $270. Like I said, on March 2nd, I sold it for $750. So I made a nice little turn on that one. Next up was a 2018 Luka Doncic Revolution rookie card, and this was a PSA 10. I had bought on March 4th for $125. Now, mind you guys, I was selling this stuff before Dallas was eliminated from the playoffs. I didn't think Dallas was going to get past the Clippers, and I was selling. I just thought it was the right time to sell based on when I thought players and teams were going to be eliminated. So I sold my Luka Revolution. I bought it for $125. I sold it for $775.50. So $775 and 50 cents. The funny thing is I put this at auction, buy it now for like $550, and people kept making me lowball offers of like $350, $400. When it was consistently selling over $500. I even made an offer to somebody for $525, which is actually under what the market was at the time. I finally just got fed up with the lowball offers, and I put it at auction, and I got $775.50 for it. I got, almost $200 more, actually $225 more than I was asking as a buy it now, which is just crazy. So yeah, I let it go. So the next card was a 2018 Green Prism rookie card of Michael Porter Jr. You guys know how it was a PSA 10. You guys know how his stuff got hyped up. I went ahead as soon as this stuff got hyped. I let it go. I bought it on June 5th for $96. I sold it for $475. So I let it go before the dip. I just saw that hype, and I let it go. Next was a 1997 Topps Chrome Tracy McGrady rookie card. This was a card that I found in my box of cards that I had when I was younger, and decided to send it in and get it graded. It came back as an SGC 9.5. So basically the grading fee of $10 is all I really have invested in that, other than whether I paid for it when I bought the pack, whatever I paid for the pack back years ago. I sold it for $75. Not big money again, but good profit. Next up, and I've sold multiples of this card. Even more since I actually did this list. I actually sold another one today, but it's not included on here either. But a 2018 Topps Heritage, 2019 Topps Heritage Fernando Tatis Jr. rookie cards. I bought tons of this card, so I don't know which one specifically that I sold, but I was buying them for $30 and $40 in lots. I was buying them 3 for $120, or 4 of them for $150. I was just buying them in quantity whenever I saw them. So the average that I probably paid for each of them was $40. I sold, and this was back in mid-July, July 21st, July 22nd. I was just buying this card up. And I've been selling them for about $150. So $40. Sold one for $150. I actually just sold another one today for like $130. So they're all bouncing around that price, but I'm making good profits on that card. Let's go 2013 Fleer Giannis. Fleer Retro rookie card, PSA 10. Yes, I'm selling Giannis. I was selling Giannis before the Heat playoff matchup started and before his ankle injury that he suffered today. His cards were high. He was hyped to win the MVP, and I just thought that value was pushed into his cards. And the thing about Giannis, guys, is there's only one thing that's really going to make his cards go up, and that's a championship. At this point, winning 2 MVPs and being as dominant as he's been, anything other than a championship is going to be considered a failure, and it's going to actually cause his cards to go down, in my opinion. And that's why I was selling when they were so high, because I just feel like unless he wins a title, there's not much more his cards can do. So I sold a 2013 Fleer PSA 10 that I had bought in February, all the way back in February 24th for 90 bucks. I sold it for 600. All these auction guys I'm talking about, other than the Luca, are all fixed price, are all fixed price sales. I don't do many auctions. When I look to sell something, I look to let it go because the market changes every single day, and if you put it at auction, you never know what could happen. You could get more, but more than likely, a lot of times you could get less. People like to lose. People lose auctions, and then on impulse they go out and they'll find a buy it now for around the price that they lost the auction at. So yeah, 2013 Fleer Giannis, bought on February 24th for $90. This was a PSA 10, sold for $600. Also a 2013 SP Authentic Giannis, bought on February 25th, a day after. I bought two of these in a lot for 198 bucks. Basically, they were like $99 each. So they were, yeah, 100 bucks each. I sold one of them for 700. So another good $600 profit before fees. Next up, 2005 Topps Aaron Rodgers rookie card PSA 10. I was buying multiples of these, during the month of March. This one in particular, I bought on March 29th for 125 bucks and sold for 525. So another good flip there going into the NFL season. Next is a 2018 Select Silver Concourse Baker Mayfield PSA 10. I bought a lot of these for 70 bucks each. Like three of them I think I bought for 210. I sold one a while back in my last sales video, I believe. And I sold another one for $260. So a $70 Baker Mayfield that I bought, now selling for $260, guys. And that's what I'm talking about, the hype on NFL quarterbacks. What is Baker Mayfield going to do this year? Who knows? Is he a Super Bowl quarterback? Not this season. Is he even the best in his division when they got to face Lamar Jackson twice? Don't know about that. But he's getting high prices, and I'm selling. 2018 Optic Josh Allen. These were raw, guys. I bought a lot. Couldn't find the date. It was so long ago on eBay that I couldn't even find it. But I bought a lot of 5 of these for 25 bucks. It was $5 a card. Optic rated rookies. 5 of them for 25 bucks. It's $5 a card. I sold 2 raw for $40 each. So that was 80 bucks for 2 of them raw. The other 3, actually 2 of them were submitted to PSA in my last submission, and 1 was submitted to SGC a while back. And believe it or not, I just had a 30 card SGC order pop. I'm expecting it to arrive sometime within the next week or maybe 2. It was in a group submission, so whenever they get it back and divide it out and get it shipped to me, and I'll be doing that reveal. But yeah, 2 Josh Allen, and it's not like these were bad raw cards. I just sent 3 of them to get graded. I didn't send all 5. I eventually was going to send all 5, but these cards looked really, really sharp. I don't sell crap cards. I would rather just keep them or throw them away. But yeah, I got 40 bucks for each of them raw, made my money back, and doubled up, and I still got 3 out getting graded. The next up is a 2018 World Cup Prism, Kylian Mbappe, BGS 9.5. I bought on June 19th for 210 bucks. I sold it for 700. If I would have sold this card a couple weeks prior, I would have probably got closer to 1,000 for it. However, the market for this card is down. Maybe I should have been more patient and just held it for a while. But I was really happy with the profit margin. I bought for 210, and I was actually nervous buying it for that much, being a soccer card. And I sold it for 700. Went ahead and took it. And last but not least, guys, 2016 Optic Dak Prescott PSA 10 rookie card, bought on April 28th, and I actually bought multiple of these. I even bought these off Amazon.com for like 50 bucks a pop, eBay 60 bucks a pop. I still have 2 in the white box that you see back there, and I've sold a couple. So anywhere I was buying these, anywhere between 50 and 60 bucks a piece. So we'll just say I bought this one for 60 bucks. I sold it for $345. Hung on to 2 more. I know I could probably get closer to 400 for them, but I went ahead and took $345 for one. So that's it for my sales this month or last couple weeks or whatever. I don't really know the time frame. I don't really track it like that. This is just money that goes in and out of my PayPal account because I don't use my personal funds, such as my bank account, to fund my hobby. I use my PayPal account. And what I make, flipping cards is what I can, is my budget for rebuying. And if I deplete my PayPal account, then I just don't buy. And that's how I, maintain and don't get into my personal finances and my credit cards and things like that. I would suggest that, actually. So total invested in all the cards, $1,235 out of my pocket to buy, $1,235. Total sales, $5,510. After eBay and PayPal fees, my complete profit is $3,559. So $3,559 profit after fees, after my initial investment. So not too shabby, not too bad. I'm pleased with my profits. Still got tons of cards there in the back. As you can see, the white box is loaded. The blue box is loaded. I got raw cards to send in. I got 75 cards coming back. So I really got to do some sales because I just got so many cards right now. But yeah, guys, that's my sales recap. Hopefully you guys are out there making some good profits and, turning some cards. And what I'm going to do is take these two cards down. These cards are about to be given away. And I just got done watching the Lakers-Rockets game. And I know the Rockets lost and the Lakers tied up the series. But man, did the Rockets put up a fight. They play good basketball. They actually beat the Lakers handily in game one. And, came back from a big deficit tonight to almost, come back and win. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer up a choice of 2 Rocket cards, Rocket players, for my giveaway. And I think these cards are cool. You may not, but I'm more or less making these the giveaway because I think these are really neat, cool cards. And maybe not the most valuable cards, but sometimes just a card being neat is all it takes. And you'll get your choice. So first choice will be it's a GMA 10. I know it's not SGC, PSA, BGS, but it's really hard to find this card in a slab, period. But it's a GMA 10 2007 Topps McDonald's All-American rookie card of James Harden. So yeah, pretty neat card. To add to a collection, I think it's a neat card. Whether or not it's worth hundreds and hundreds of dollars, that might be a different story. Could be an under the radar card. I just like it. And this one would be the other choice. Now, this is a Russell Westbrook, first year in his Rockets uniform. SGC 9.5 mosaic stained glass. This is a case pull. These stained glass inserts are case pulls. And this is graded a 9.5 mint plus. This could be a PSA 10 cross. Who knows? Just looks absolutely amazing. If you're a basketball card collector, I don't even care if you like to play or not. Who wouldn't want that in their collection to look at? So yeah, that's going to be your choices, guys. Your choice prize will be shiny Westbrook or Mick Diesel's James Harden. So here's the question I just want you guys to answer to qualify yourself to win one of those cards is, what are you guys buying and what are you selling? It's as simple as that. I just showed you guys what I'm selling, what I'm doing profits on. If there's a particular card or sport that you're buying, it doesn't have to be a particular player. What sport is it that you're into right now? Are you flipping? Are you selling? Are you holding? Just generalization, I'm curious as to what you guys do because I'm no expert. I just show you what I do, and I like to hear what everybody else is doing too. I am interested in what my subscribers and supporters are doing, because I care. So yeah, just simple. Let me know what you're doing as far as your investing in your sales are going. What player, what sport are you doing well? Have you made some bad investments? Hopefully not. And that's simple, guys. And you'll get to choose either the Harden or the Westbrook. And that's really all I got for you guys. Thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for supporting me. Thanks for 1,000 subscribers. Really don't know what else to say, guys. Hang in there. We're going to get to the Luka giveaway within a week or two. So once again, until next time, guys, Good luck in your investing, and I'll see you later. What's up, guys? It is time to pick the winner of the De'Aaron Fox Optic and the Robert Lewandowski 2016 Euro Prism card, part of the 1,000 subscriber giveaway we got going on all the way up until my birthday. And remember, guys, try to contact me within 7 days so we can get this giveaway shipped out to you. All you got to do is comment below that you're aware that you're the winner. Get with me on Instagram or Facebook and exchange contacts so I can ship it out to you. All you had to do was comment on my most previous video to get entered, my last mail day, and answer the question, what was the first video of mine you watched? There was no right or wrong, and I'm not picking the comment based on any answers. I'm just curious as to, how many people have been watching me from the beginning and how many are new and how many have hung around for long periods of time. Just curious. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and pick the winner. Good luck to everybody. I'm going to paste it in here. You can see, there we go. How many comments? 102 comments. That's a lot of comments. I believe that might be my most ever. So good luck to everybody. Here we go. The De'Aaron Fox Optic and the Robert Lewandowski. And remember, guys, we're doing giveaways all the way up to the 12th, and the grand prize giveaway, which includes the Luka Optic PSA 9. So make sure you got the notifications on so that you're not missing any of the content so you can get entered for some of these prizes. Here we go. Who's it going to be, guys? Let's see. Selkirk Outer Limits. The first video I watched was the soccer one with Les Alex and Brandon Chung. I like hearing the angles you guys take. Yes, that was a live stream that I was on with Les Alex and Brandon Chung. In fact, Les Alex, Brandon Chung, and Dustin from the Personal Finance Dad. Those guys have really helped my channel along quite a bit by having me on their shows and stuff and just getting me out there to a bigger audience. So I'd like to thank those guys and thank everybody for supporting me. And Selkirk Outer Limits, make sure you contact me so you can claim your prize. And until next time, guys, good luck in your investing, and I'll see you later.